Good morning. I am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the morning blessing. It's one of those rushing mornings. I am telling you, it's Friday. We can feel the Friday vibes already. Yesterday was some city. I have the video, but I have had Kylie is sick. She had a temperature. She's coughing. She came from daycare. So it just took up all our time. Anyway, I will sign it. I'm so sorry. Georgie, good morning. How are you feeling this morning? Guys, it is another wonderful day. A day for us to decide what it is we're going to do. It is. Good morning, Georgie. Good morning, Stace. Good morning, guys. How are you guys feeling? So, sometimes we get into something. And when we get into it, we realize maybe we should stay in it. And sometimes maybe we say we should get out of it. But we don't get out of it. We stay put. And here we are. Loretta, good morning. How are you feeling today? Thank you. So thank you, Stacey. I understand. I am happy you do that. Good morning, Lorna. How are you feeling this morning? Guys, I have to say something today because I am a hard coach. I'm not an easy coach. If you're going to pay me to coach you, you're going to have to realize I coach you, not to have you paying me for the rest of your life. So if when I coach you, I am hard, I want you to succeed. If I coach you and I just sit there and let you tell me and that type of coaching, I'm not the coach for you. I am a coach that if you pay me, you're going to get your money's worth. And furthermore, when you do that, you are going to one day stop coming to me. And maybe the first time it will be every 6 months. And after that, when you have done all your weekly coaches and I realize you're ready, every 6 months we can meet. Then it will come to once a year. Once a year when things are changing, a marriage, a wedding, or this or that, or divorce, whatever. That's what coaches do. So I don't want anybody to come to me and expect me to cradle them. You're an adult. If you're not functioning as you should, and I notice it, I'm going to pull you up on it. If I don't do that, and you keep paying me to be there with you, then I'm not coaching you right. Hi, Colin, good morning. I am a tough coach. So if I have to coach you, and you're paying me to coach you, it's going to be hard. It's going to be determined. You're going to have to make sure that you do the right thing. I don't want you to pay me money for the rest of both our natural lives. That's not what coaches do. I get you ready to go face the world. It's like raising a child. Only you're an adult with some things you would like to fix, and I can help you to guide you to fix it, but the journey is going to be tough. So with that said, let's look at what life has said to us. Look for clues. That's our topic for today. Look, did I put 2 L's in clues? Well, you know what, guys? I'm sorry. I was rushing this morning. So we'll have to fix that. What we need to enable us to live that fulfilled life. Good morning, Yuko. How are you thinking? How are you feeling? And clues is spelled wrong. So is that what it is, or did I spell it right? I can't see. What we need to enable us surrounds us in every moment. Everything we need to enable us to live a good life surrounds us in every moment of our life. Hi, Yuko. How are you feeling? How are all of you feeling? Think about it. What we need to enable us surrounds us in every moment of our life. It's in conversations. It's in nature. It's a chance encounter. And what that is already existing. Okay? You're not confused, are you? It is in a conversation. It's in nature what we need. It's in a chance encounter, and what that is already existing. It is in all of that. So it's up to us to see the clues. What we need to enable us surrounds us in everything in every moment. The thing is that we are not in the moment. So let us look at it again. The moment. The moment is this. It's yesterday. It's the gap. It's tomorrow. So where is the moment? The moment is in the gap. The moment is right inside of us. This thing is not moving. So whoever, I hope I can see all of you get it. Yesterday, or 8 o'clock this morning. Now, 8 or something to 5 is the gap. That's the moment. Tomorrow or 8:30 is not part of the moment. So you have to know as much as we think life just runs like that, there are always a gap. It's in the gap the magic happens. It's in the gap the miracles happen. No matter what, there is this, and then the present is the gap. That is why it's a present. It's worthy. It's great. The present moment is a gift. It's the moment. Tomorrow does not matter. The songwriter said it best, give me what I need for today. Tomorrow may never come, and yesterday is gone. So the songwriter, as I said, again, what we need to enable us surrounds us in every moment. It is in a conversation. It's in nature, a chance encounter, and what that is already existing. We can take from what is already existing to enable us to get to where we have to go. But we only can capture it if we're in the moment, if we stop in the gap and not jump the gap. When I started and I talked about coaching, somebody wanted me to make sure they do not face what they're doing right now. Just take me to the future. I can't do that. So guess what? We part ways. And that's okay, because I wanted to part ways. I am not going to hire Rita, how are you feeling this morning? To take you and tell you that you can go from where you were and fly into the future, ignoring the gap. Because the gap is the present moment. That is where you go deep. A gap is a hole. You have to enter the moment for you to learn. So if I'm coaching you, I am tough. I'm going to tell you, you need to find something in the gap. Go to the gap. And that is why there are clues in nature. There is a conversation in a conversation. It's a chance encounter, and it is something that is really existing in the world. That could be your clue. When working on manifesting your goals, look at what is happening around you in the moment, not later on. I want you guys to tell me if you understand what I'm saying, because I know this is tough. In the moment, when you are manifesting or visualizing your goals, your dreams, your desires, look at what is happening around you in the moment, in the gap. Stop in the gap. Breathe in the gap. Connect with the gap. Look for clues in a new way, a new method to help you. These clues comes in new ways. It's in new methods. As I said, it already exists. They say to us, do not reinvent the wheel. But some of us want to go from where we were and fly to where we desire to go without stopping in the middle to go in and find the gap. The thing is, if we do not stop and drop in the gap and search what is happening in the moment, the gap is the moment. The gap is the gift of the present moment. It is that wonderful gift to be in the moment. That gift to just sit or to stand or to look and be in the moment. To say, I can feel the breeze on my face. I can feel the chill in the air. Or just assuming because it's September, there is a chill. But to actually stop and say, I can feel the chill in the air. To chew on a piece of food and to actually feel it coming to you. Good morning, Marina. How are you feeling today? So, there are clues all the time. Look for the clues. Good morning, Kathleen. How are you feeling this morning? Wish I'd have got a lot of tears last night, Kathleen. I just couldn't stop crying. But anyway, here we are. It's a new day and new miracles are happening. So, as you guys know, Kathleen's mother is my friend, my good friend, and she hasn't been doing well. And she finally they said they had to drain her, I don't know, some of her spine. Vanessa knows it best, Kathleen. And one doctor said, you're not a client for this. After my 6-7 years of this, finally a younger doctor said to her, come to my office yesterday. And he went in and he tapped and drained the spinal fluid. And today she's walking a little better. And it is so important. We had candles lighting, praying. I was crying, Kathleen was crying, because we just were hoping that the angels and praying had the hand of the surgeon. So we still have 24 hours, 48 hours to go to see. But you know what? She's walking better today. And that's what's important. So it's important, and I share that with you guys. I wouldn't have shared it if Kathleen wasn't here, but so yesterday was a kind of busy day. I think I finally ate around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That was how the day went. So Dawn, good morning. How are you feeling today? When working on manifesting your goals, look at what is happening around you. Look for clues, a new way, a new method to help you. Sometimes a conversation that is going on within earshot will help with completing something that you are working on, or where to look for what you are seeking. Sometimes you are at a restaurant and two people are talking and you hear what they have to say, and that clicks. You are working on something and you're at a coffee shop and you're just sitting there and you're on your computer, and somebody comes in and they shout, their voice is loud enough that you pick up a clue. That is what life is. For us to succeed, we need to be in the moment, in the gap. And it is a gap, because it can go very deep to the point where you will hurt. So this is where we were at 8 o'clock. And now at 8:11, we are in the gap. Should we think about what we're going to do at 8:30? No. Because the gap is a gift. It's the present moment. And that's why they call it a present. And that's why the wise men gave Jesus a present. It was a gift. To be in the moment and to realize, hey, I am breathing right now. This is a gift. We are in the moment. In the moment, that is all we could do. When Kathleen called me, all I could do was pray. Light a candle and pray. And that is what we did through it all. And that's what I'm saying. It was a quick little operation, but we did it in an hour that they were giving her. We were there with the surgeon, with our energy. So it's in the moment that miracles happen. It doesn't happen tomorrow. But it's up to us to stop in the gap and enjoy the gap, enjoy the moment. And as I said, your answer to what you're looking could be in a conversation that you're overhearing. We talked a little about listening to an angry person and saying, this is a very bad example of how I should never behave, right? Something, or where to look for something, for what you're seeking. Where to look for what you're seeking might be coming out of the mouth of somebody you do not know. They might be saying, hey, you know where you get this? Over here. And did you know that? No, but now you do. And that is what it is. Look for the clues. Listen so you can find the clues. We receive those type of inspiration all the time. All the time. I tell you guys a lot of stories of my inspirations that I get. And before, years ago, in 1980, for example, I didn't listen. I got it, I questioned it, and I chose to go the other way. And I paid the price. So I'm going to the studio. I get to Eglinton and Danforth Road, and it says, go to Danforth Road. No, go to straight on Eglinton. Continue on Eglinton. And my response was, so much traffic on Eglinton. I'm going to go on Danforth Road. So I went on Danforth, St. Clair, getting to St. Clair and Victoria Park. A drunk driver decided the best thing for him to do is to make a left turn into me. I saw him coming and I had an idea he was going to do that. So I grabbed the steering wheel, like my brothers taught me, push my both feet on that brake and just stayed there. He did hit me. I did get my sternum damage a bit, but it could have been worse. The thing is, had I gone Eglinton, would I have avoided it? Yes. So there was a clue, and that is the inspiration. What you think is nothing means a lot. Do not joke with it. I told you guys about my glasses I bought in New York, and that morning I'm taking Brian for his chemo, and I am packing my purse with all his papers and whatever, and there's one, I didn't have regular glasses, just reading glasses. And there was a little, one of them, I bought enough from New York to have one in every place I sat. So on the dining room table, while I'm doing this, something said, take this pair of glasses with you. And I said out loud, so much so he heard me, and he said, what? You know I have one in my purse, was my answer. But I had learned my lesson by then, and I said, because you're telling me to take those glasses, I'll put them in my purse. So I took them in their little case, and I put them on the side of my purse. Go to the hospital, chemo time, nurses are busy, they put us over here. But remember, I am carrying him and everything belonging to him. So when she said, move, you have to go over here, I said, fine, pick up everything. In the process, heaven knows what happened to those glasses, because I don't need them to see, I need them to read. So I must have taken them out, set them down. So when we sat over there, I said to her, I went up and I went looking for the glasses, couldn't find it. So anyway, then she came, she said, you have to go to the chemist to get his prescription filled. I said, sure. And in the meantime, he will get chemo. So I took off, got to the drugstore, the chemist drugstore, and the man said to me, oh, you have to fill out this form. So I opened my purse, pick up no glasses. And then I remembered I put one on the other side. So I got that one, put it on. So after I put it on, I went back to the place. I went up, I went looking again, and then I asked that nurse, did you see a pair of glasses? She said no. So I said, okay, I sat there, and I just resigned myself to whatever. And then, so one day after that, I opened my purse, there's a little case. So I wanted to take the case and put it down. I have no glasses to match the case, you know me, matchy. And then something said, no, leave it in your purse. 2 weeks later, we go back to Centenary for more chemo. And I'm sitting there, and the nurse is coming towards me, and she's wearing my glasses. I looked at her and I said, where did you buy these glasses? Winners, what do you call it? Winners, and the other one, Marshalls, like a home sense she's giving. I said, I have one just like that. I bought in New York. I actually have the case. Oh, here you go. This must be yours. And then another nurse said, that's what she does. She just takes people's glasses and wear it. So, inspiration. See how long it took, but it still showed me a lesson that you must do that. Pick up, when you get an inspiration, follow it. When you get a clue, follow it. You do not know where it will lead, and it never leads you wrong. I'm telling you. You might get to the point that you don't need it. But so many times, I told Cara, a neighbor of mine, some conversation, I forgot. They moved to one of the Thousand Islands. And she said she was on the mainland, and as she's walking through Home Depot, a switch for one of their thing, whatever. She saw it, and she said, oh, we just got a new switch. The switch was there, and she saw it, and she kept going. She got home, pulled the boat in, and the husband said, oh, a switch just blew. So she called me, and then she put it on Facebook. You told me when something jumps out at you, do it. She said, we had to go back. Got back on the island in the dark. So these are the things you have to remember. The universe and God is communicating with us all the time. But we're so busy either worrying about what happened or worrying about what might happen. You don't know. The past is history. The future is a mystery. We do not know what unfolds in the future. What matters, though, is the present moment, the gap. Stop in the gap. When you are doubtful, stop in the gap. In a book we read a quote that can change over our life completely. You're reading a book and there is a quote. So you do not know what to do and you come across this T.S. Eliot's quote. And it reminds you that, hey, good morning, cousin. I've been thinking of you. I love you. Haven't seen you for a long time. And the quote is, man shall never cease from wandering, only to arrive where they started and to know the place for the first time. And that is important. Think about it. You're searching and you're searching and you're going and you're going, and then you come, and then you couldn't stop wandering. And when you come back, what you were looking for is where you started. And if you read The Alchemist, that book, that is what happened to the alchemist. The treasure he was seeking was right there in the old church that he slept in for years as a shepherd. But somehow, because the king had said to him, the wise seer, you have to seek your fortune, he thought he had to leave Spain and go to all through Africa. And he had all these experiences, and only to return home to find the treasure was under that tree in the old church. That is what it is. So we need to stop before we gallop in the gap and ask the magical question. If you were me, what would you do now? Say it with passion so that God hears you. The Alchemist was T.S. Eliot's word. Man shall never cease from wandering, only to arrive where they started and know the place for the first time. That is the clue we don't listen to. Watching a movie. How many movies have you watched? And you learn some, hi Azim, good morning, how are you feeling today? How many movies have you watched and you were able to take something from it? There is a movie, I'm sure you guys cannot find it. I saw it when I was 16. It was called The Prisoner of Zenda. I think it was Stewart, the English version, the English one, old actor. And he was in a sword fight. And behind him, his sword fell. And he's standing on a window ledge, like a bay window. Beyond that is a moat. And the guy is coming at him with the sword. And I learned that. And that has saved me, my behavior, so many times. He decided to jump into the moat. And his words before he went, I will live to fight another day. That's what he said. I will live to fight another day. I remember that. It's not every fight you have to take on. You wait. Just wait. In the moment. Always wait in the moment. Always rest. I can live to fight another day. So it's, the transmissions are always present, but they're easy to miss. So the transmitter is working. The universe and God is transmitting all the time. And it's perfectly organized to work. But guess what? The receiver is so busy looking everywhere for the big answer to a tiny problem. Or to a big answer to a huge problem that they do not see the tiny clues. So, and that's why it's easy to miss. Why would I bother do that? I didn't see the clue. I did when I drove that the wrong way. But I saw the clue when I decided I had learned to take the glasses with me. I saw the clue. And that is what we have to remember. The transmissions are always present, but they are easy to miss. The information, the clues come in, but they're so easy to miss. There was a blue jay sitting on the side of the road while I drove to work. Blue jays never sit on the ground, but I knew it was sent for me to see. Yes. And what is a blue jay? Remember the show they had, Sammy Blue Jay? News. It brings news. The blue jay brings news. That's why they don't stop. They keep going. So wait for something great is coming. An idea or seeing the same thing over and over again. When that same thing is being pushed at you. You keep seeing it everywhere you go. 111, 321. This is happening. A blue jay on the road. This and why? Ask yourself, why am I seeing this? That's the question. When something out of the ordinary happens, look, what is the message? What could be the greater meaning? That's what, Kathleen, I wrote this morning, and here you come. You haven't been on for a few days. And this is for you. When something unusual, out of the ordinary is happening, look for what is the message. Look for the message. Ask, what is the message? Why would that? They don't do that. What could be the greater meaning in what I have just seen? That's what you ask. You see, the clues are there. But we're so busy looking for tomorrow that we cannot stay in the moment. The moment is a gap. There is mystery in the gap. We don't know what is in the present moment unless we take the time to go into it. What is the meaning of this? How many of you today has already have something that it's a dream, something that happened first thing this morning like her? There has to be more because the universe is transmitting all the time. But the receivers are so busy going over there and staying back there. How can you move forward if you're staying in the past? And how can you see the beauty and the miracles in the gap if you're galloping to the future? Both of those are lost causes. One is history, and the other one is a complete mystery. We do not know what will unfold. So, life is like the world. Life is the world. Life is like the world. And what is in the world? The world is full of conveyor belts. You know what a conveyor belt is? Do you guys have Lucy on the conveyor belt? Guess what is on the conveyor belt of our life? Clues, packages, different little opportunities. That is what the world is passing through. And at any time, we can pick a package, open it, and see what it is. What is that? What is a package that comes through on a conveyor belt? It's a gift. It's the moment. It's in the gap. Go in the gap. Stop doing and start being. We are not called human doings. We are called human being. Every now and again, we need to stop doing and become a being and stay in the moment, in the present moment. That is where the mystery is. That is where it's unfold. That is where you will understand it. That is where miracles happen. And it is a magical area to be in. Stay in the moment. It's the gap. There is nothing happening yesterday. It doesn't. It's done. The songwriter told us yesterday is gone. Tomorrow may never come. But what comes is the now, the present moment. Drop yourself in that moment. And it is not hard to do. It's challenging. To be able to stop and say, you know what? I'm a human being. Let me just be for today. So that's what we have to do. We need to learn to stay in the gap. If we don't, we will lose the future because it will just be there, and we'll keep looking for another future. We'll be constantly looking for a future. We need to learn to calm down and be, because that is our job. I remember when I was retiring, somebody said, you're so busy doing so many things, you're going to be bored when you retire. What are you going to do? And I said, I'm just going to be a human being. And I stayed in the gap. The way I prayed all those years ago is not how I pray today. I read the Bible several times. I don't read it like that, no. I will pick something to read from it, scriptures. But I spend a lot of time in conversation with my God in the gap. My mother said to me, The Bible is words written by a human being's guidance from God. Why don't you go write your Bible? She said, go write about how you deal with God, how you feel God. Choose for yourself. My cousin once had a Bible class and she invited me to, and I'm sitting there, and the man couldn't read. And I'm saying, why am I listening to his interpretation of this book when I can stay in my own gap and get it? They're inspired by the Holy Spirit. Dorothy Shillingford said, go get the Holy Spirit to inspire you. Read it yourself. Not based on what is in there, because everybody is different. The message in that Bible is different for you. And it is your clue. Go and seek for what it is you're looking. Because life is like a conveyor belt. There are different packages on that belt every day. And it's up to us to pick them up, open them, and see what is inside of them in the moment. Consider the moment like a vault. And you can go in and you can take whatever you want out of that vault and use it for the moment. Because you see, life is a conveyor belt. There are different things happening in the moment. Each moment is unique, beautiful, and spectacular. And that's what we have to remember. Because why worry? Today has enough for me to deal with. Well, yeah, but today is beautiful. Not even today. The moment is beautiful. And that is what we have to remember. Today is 24 hours. We started at 8. It's now 8:30. So 8 o'clock does not matter anymore. What matters is 8:30. And as soon as it disappears, it stops being 8:30. Then it's 8:31. And that's what matters. One of the things we have to do for sure is to remember. Look for clues. God, the universe is always transmitting. We need to put the receiver on the same channel as the transmission is coming through. When your car breaks down and they tell you need a transmission, you know it's thousands of dollars. So that's how important the transmission is. It's we that is not stopping. The receiver is broken. We need to stay in the gap. And your gap might be deeper than you think. It's a whole new world in the present moment. A whole new world. Because the future world, we don't know if we'll see it, do we? I love you. I'm happy and grateful for you today. Thank you for choosing to press that button and join us this morning. Those of you that are regularly here, thank you. And those of you that just happen to drop by, what is the message that you got today? What is the clue that as soon as you come, you heard something that stayed in your mind? That is what the transmission has sent to you. There are clues every day on how to live a fulfilled life. It's right up to you. So don't forget to talk about the 5 pillars of prosperity. Do I have it? Of course, it's over there and I'm over here. Well, here we go. It doesn't matter. You guys know it is this one. That's my latest book, 5 Pillars of Prosperity. It's out. It's on Amazon. You can get it. I'm doing a course starting September 28th and you're free to join. So have a wonderful day. Let me greet everybody. Stacy, Arita, Ezra, Georgie, Marina, Colin, my sister, Kathleen, Loretta, and Lorna. Wonderful people. Thank you, guys. And I hope, no, I shouldn't hope. I am trusting that you got a clue today that will enable you to live a fruitful life. Have a wonderful weekend. Like Don said, love you all. Stacey said, thank you, Tessa. Love you. Have a great weekend. Yeah, today is going to be an easy day for me because yesterday was enough to drain me. So today I am going to just go with the flow. I have one thing to do is to send that video for Stacey. So I'll do that. And besides that, I'm going to go with the flow. So have a great day. And I love you. Arita, I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful and amazing weekend. Kathleen, we'll keep in touch. Make sure this lady is doing what she's supposed to do. And have a great day. Have a marvelous weekend, everyone. Stacey sent blue hats. I'm SJ something, right? Stacey? Anyway, see you guys. Love you. Is there anything I'm missing? No. We're just enjoying life. Take care. Love you, everybody. Bye-bye.